foot examination, first we will go on to the inspection part. So in this inspection category, when you look, you divide the foot into dorsal and the plantar aspect. So in the dorsal aspect, if you look for him, he has dry skin, hair loss is there, muscle wasting is present, he has thickening of lateral malleolus, and if you could see in the plantar aspect, there are multiple callosities over the area. Then after you proceed on with the inspection, you go on with the palpation. So you feel for the dorsalis pedis and the posterior tibial pulse. Then you start with the examination by using the monofilament, biesthesiometer and the durometer. Now for him, he has multiple callosities over the plantar aspect. Now what is a callus? Callus is nothing but an hyperkeratosis, or it is the diffused area of thick skin. Now why does a callus form over the foot is basically due to uneven pressure. Mainly in a diabetic feet, what happens is if the patient has abnormal anatomy or abnormal toe deformities, pressure gets accumulated in one particular area and callus will develop within a short period of time. If this callosity is not removed, the patient might develop an ulcer in the near future. So that is why we are concerned that the callosity has to be removed for all the patients, mainly for the diabetic foot patients. And after removing the callosity, the procedure doesn't end here. So we have to make sure that the proper offloading device is given for the patient. So before we go on in debriding the callosity, make sure that the area is cleaned with saline so that you take the dirt off from that area and the skin is nicely exposed. And if you could see, if it is a very thin callus, then you can go ahead with doing a soaking and scrubbing, and then you can apply some emollients. But if it is a very thick callosity like this, then the sharp debridement is advised. For the sharp debridement, you use a scalpel holder with a blade number 10. If you could see the 10 number blade, the tip of the portion is a kind of blunt. We basically don't use the blade number 11 and 15 because the edge is very sharp, and when you start to debride unknowingly, you might injure the healthy tissues. So whenever we do the callosity removal, we go ahead with the blade number 10. Okay. So once you start removing, you keep your thumb upward and so that you get a good grip, and you palpate first and you will know where are the edges of the thick skin, and you basically remove it layer by layer until you go to the normal skin. So you have to make sure that when you start debriding it, don't go very deep because you might injure the healthy tissues also. So you cut it layer by layer until you feel the soft skin. And when I am cutting, you could see I am using the base of the blade. I am not using the tip of the blade. If I use the tip of the blade, I might go very deep also. So I use the base of the portion to cut the callosity. So you start removing the callosity until you feel the normal skin. You palpate, then in the middle, like whether you have gone very deep or you are in the correct position. So this is how you do a callosity removal. And for this patient, because he has got multiple callosities, he has been advised on foot care, and we have told him about the emollient application. Like he is being advised to use a 6% salicylic acid, and offloading measures is also advised for him. So if you could see his footwear, so we have advised him to use an MCR footwear with a heel counter with an anterior rocker. So if you could see, mainly there are multiple callosities in the forefoot area. So this will take care of the offloading aspect. So this is how you have to proceed on and doing the callosity removal, and you have to make sure that the patient is on regular follow-up with you.